What up YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Restoration with Vick. Before we get started with today's video, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at Vick Almighty because I'm going to be giving away a few shirts really soon. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about two of my favorite customs that I've done. The custom Undefeated 4 and the custom Eminem Encore 4s. Alright, so we're going to get started talking about the Undefeated 4 custom. The base shoe I used for them was a pair of Thunder 4s, and this is probably the best base to use for them just because of the black soles and heel tabs. So now let's talk about all the steps I took to making this custom possible. Alright, so the first step I took into making this custom possible was laying down a gray base coat on the uppers. The reason why I laid down the gray base coat was so I wouldn't have to lay down a million coats of the olive green on the black uppers. After that, I moved on to dyeing the entire sock liner gray and the back of the tongues orange. The next step I did was to paint the nettings on the side and tongue gray. I used the exact same gray I used on the sock liner for the netting. The next step I did was paint the Jumpman on the back black and hit it with the matte finish. After that, I moved on to painting the yellow eyelids on the shoe black and hit them with the glossy finish this time. The next step I did was to paint the midsoles. One thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is you want to make sure you do all your prep work before you get started with the custom. For example, strip the old paint. The first thing I did was mix a custom off-white color, and that was the first color I laid down. After that, I taped it off and then painted this top piece black as well as this tiny strip on the bottom. Once the midsole paint job was complete, I moved on to dyeing the air units orange. And the last step I had to do was like putting the cherry on top. What I had to do was remove the patches from a beat pair of Tour 4s and glue them onto the shoe. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up on these Undefeated 4s. These were a ton of work, but not nearly as much as these Encores. To start off, I just want to tell you guys, this custom has taken me a good 20 hours to do, and that's just the left shoe. I wanted to make sure I got every single detail done correctly. The base shoe I used was a pair of Mist 4s. First step I did in this custom was the prep work, which was remove all the old paint, and then I moved on to the uppers. What I had to do was mix a ton of blue colors to achieve this Eminem Encore blue, which I applied through an airbrush on the uppers and sock liner. After that, I moved on to dyeing this back piece a darker gray, as well as dyeing the Jumpman red. The next thing I had to do was dye the wings black using a paintbrush on both sides. The next thing I went ahead and do was repaint the midsoles. I laid down the white first, and then the black on top, and hit it with the semi-gloss finish. Right after that, I painted the Jumpman red, some areas on the sole black, and the rest using gray, and then I finished it off by protecting my work using some Illuminator sole shields. Next up was the most time-consuming part of this whole custom that I hated doing the most. I had to fill in each little square black using this tiny little detail brush. Right after that, I had to repaint the top netting using a glossier blue and this angular brush. And the last thing I had to do, just like the Undefeated, was glue on a patch that I removed from a pair of Bred 4s. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section below what shoe you guys like best. The sample Undefeated version or these Eminem Encore customs. Make sure you guys are subscribed because in the near future, I might be giving away one of these pairs in your size. Sometime very soon, like, I don't know, maybe this week. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys soon.